Well, hey y'all, it's Danny again. Today, I have another presentation about another environmental factor, and that factor is the amount of movement. Please, as always, pay close attention to this presentation. There are questions, again, within the presentation that I want you to be able to answer and then be able to share those answers with the group when we get together to discuss the material. Project Search UTMC Remote Learning, Environmental Factors, Part 4, Amount of Movement. Not all jobs have the same physical demands. Some jobs require frequent standing and walking, and other jobs require workers to remain seated to complete their tasks. This presentation will explore the physical demands of some common jobs, as well as some ideas for building stamina and avoiding injury and discomfort. Physically demanding jobs. There are many jobs that require walking and standing at almost all times, such as bussing tables, washing dishes, washing cars. Could you keep up with the physical demands of one of these jobs? How long do you think you could stand and walk before you would need a break? Some jobs involve squatting, bending, and lifting heavy objects frequently, in addition to walking and standing. Jobs such as landscaping, stocking, sanitation, or trash collection all involve squatting, bending, lifting heavy objects frequently. Could you keep up with the physical demands of one of these jobs? Can you squat, bend, and lift heavy objects repeatedly without taking frequent breaks? If you want a job that requires frequent or constant standing, walking, squatting, bending, and or lifting, but you're not sure whether you have the stamina or strength required for such jobs, then there are some steps you can take to build your stamina and strength. Walk every day. Walking is a simple way to build your stamina, and you don't have to go to the gym to do it. You can walk around your block. If you walk every day, eventually you will be able to walk for longer periods of time and be prepared to start a job that requires frequent or constant walking and standing. You might ask yourself, what can I do to get better at squatting, bending, and lifting and build my strength so I can succeed at a job with those physical demands? Well, you can practice those actions at home. Engaging in household chores such as loading and unloading a dishwasher is a good way to practice squatting, bending, and lifting. Plus, the people you live with will be happy to have your help. See if you can find several different household chores you can become involved in that will help you to practice squatting, bending, lifting, and so on. Now let's turn to sedentary jobs. There are jobs that are sedentary, meaning the tasks require workers to sit for long periods of time while performing them. So you have jobs such as office assistant, data entry, and medical records clerk. Would you be able to remain seated for long periods of time while performing tasks? If you want a job that requires sitting for long periods of time, make sure you maintain good posture while you perform your tasks. So sitting up nice and straight, like the illustration shows. There are even easy to use devices you can wear to train yourself to sit up straight. Having good posture is very important for your health and well-being, and it is one of the issues that people who have jobs that require them to sit for long periods of time have to really think about. Also, you should exercise regularly when you have a sedentary job to maintain your physical fitness. There are many ways to get exercise. We've talked about exercise a few different times during Project Search, but just to review for a moment, here are some ways you can do it: walking, swimming, team sports, dancing, exercise classes, and weight training. It's very important when you have a job that requires you to sit most of the time that you take the time outside of work to get in that physical activity that you're missing out on. Can you think of any additional activities you can do to get exercise? No matter what job you ultimately accept, there will be physical demands that you will need to be prepared to handle. Don't let a good job opportunity pass you by due to concerns you might have about the associated physical demands. There are often things you can do to help yourself deal with those challenges effectively. I'm looking forward to discussing this environmental factor with all of you when we get together. And until then, I'm going to practice some movements. All right, let's see. I'm going to stand up and I'm going to walk over here toward the door. Toodaloo. Project Search.